How many times today did you question whether you were enough? When you looked in that mirror today, did you fixate on the tiny imperfections of yourself? Sometimes it be your own family members that make fun of your skin. Yeah. How many times have you seen people judge a person's entire worth based on their last name, based on the color of their skin, or the car that they drive, or what position they hold? Let me ask you something. Who are you? Not your job, not your skin color, not your hair, right? Not your accent, not the way you say a certain word, not your body, nor the island you came from. No, who are you? Who taught you that something was wrong with you? That you need to look like this, you need to talk like that. And then little by little, you start believing that maybe, just maybe I'm not good enough. You begin looking at yourself through everybody else's eyes. Is that you? But instead, today, I want you to look at yourself through the lens of the Qur'an. Because Allah Azza wa Jal says something in this chapter that can completely change the way you understand identity.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين
وأوحى ربك إلى النحل أن اتخذي من الجبال بيوتا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bonjour, bonsoir, Caribbean family. Comme toujours, this is the Island Ummah. Welcome back to Tafsir Tuesday, where we take the Qur'an and bring its message into our Caribbean reality. Allah Azza wa Jal says, we have certainly created Al-Insāna, the human being, into its best form. Its best form. So why are you spending your life convinced you are a mistake? This short chapter completely shatters our human pride and reveals what actually makes a person great in the eyes of Allah, in the eyes of the Almighty. Just look how Allah opens this chapter. وَالتِّينِ وَالزَّيْتُونِ وَطُورِ سِينِينَ وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينَ. He says, by the fig and by the olive and by Mount Sinai and by this secure city of Makkah. Now, why does God swear by these places? 4 oaths. 4 oaths was taken here. These regions represent sacred grounds where great prophets once lived and taught. For example, the Prophet Isa ibn Maryam preached in the land of olives, i.e. Jerusalem. The Prophet Musa received revelation at the top of Mount Sinai. And the Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon all of them, taught and preached in Mecca. And right after taking these sacred oaths, Allah immediately makes a declaration about you. He makes a declaration about you and he says, Laqad khalaqnal-insāna fi aḥsani taqwīm. We have indeed created men in his finest mold, in the best stature. Regardez ça. Lis ça encore. Read that again. Allah Azza wa Jal did not say he created only a certain group of people. He didn't say he created certain nationalities in the best form. No. Because so many of us grew up fighting silent identity crisis. We inherited toxic ideas about beauty, complexion, and worth. We often hear phrases like belle si moun, belle peau. Li grimel, li fait tout grimel, li fait tout grimaud. Again, as if God only made beauty for a certain shade or for a certain texture. We spend thousands of dollars trying to bleach, straighten, hide, or change who we are just to feel accepted by people. We are trying to please people of European descent. Allah didn't say he created rich people in the best stature, no high-class people in the best mold. No. Allah said, he said he created Al-Insāna, the human being. He created humanity with divine dignity, upright posture, with intellect and moral potential. When Allah formed you in your mother's womb, he did not make a mistake. Your melanin, your features, your heritage, your natural hair, those were not mistakes. C'est pas une erreur, c'est un morceau de travail, bon Dieu. C'est travail, bon Dieu. It is a masterwork of a divine design. Now, this does not mean every human being is physically perfect. far from the truth. As we know, as human beings, we have weaknesses. We age. We get sick. Yes? We have certain deficiencies. Perfection is reserved for only Allah. Only He is perfect in every sense. But then comes the warning in verse 5. When He says, then we return Him to the lowest of the lows. So the question is, if God created us in the best mode, why so many of us feel lonely? Why so many of us feel low? How can a creature built in the finest stature falls to the lowest of the low? How? When a human being abandons truth, honesty, and compassion, and gives into greed and arrogance and worship and gossip, when we let society dictate our self-worth, we degrade ourselves and abuse our bodies. Nous tomber dans un tout fond. We reduce our own souls to something cheap. We've become lower than the animals themselves. We've seen people with incredible natural talent, natural beauty, and natural intelligence. But because they don't know who they are, they forget that Allah created them as aḥsani taqwīm. Then you will spend your entire life begging human beings to give you the dignity that God had already gave you for free. Allah tells us that the outer beauty without inner character is an illusion. Allah gives us the solution on how to break free from those identity crises. And He says, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونٍ. Except those who believe and do righteous good deed, for them is a reward unending. The only thing that preserves your true human stature is sincere faith, al-iman, matched with good character, akhlaq, and good deeds. Yes, Islam does not ask you to erase your Caribbean roots. You don't have to stop being Haitian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, or Guyanese to be a Muslim. Islam does not strip away your culture. It cleanses the insecurity that culture gave you. Then Allah closes this chapter with a question that cuts straight into your heart. Alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. Is not Allah the most just of all judges? Human society will judge you by your job, by your title, your neighborhood, and the clothes that you wear. But alhamdulillah, Allah is al-Hakamul Hakim, the most just of judges. On Yawm al-Qiyamah, on the day of judgment, He won't look at your bank account. Or will He look at your family name? He will only look at your heart, your deeds. When you step into Islam, you stop chasing human approval. You realize that true honor belongs to only those who walk humbly with God. My brothers and sisters, friend Max Samuel, whether you are Muslim or non-Muslim tuning in today, I want to challenge you to do 3 things right now. 1, drop a comment below. What is one insecurity you had to unlearn growing up? 2, share this video with a young person, a cousin, or a friend who needs a reminder of their true self-worth. And 3, subscribe to the Island Ummah as we continue this journey of discovering Islam through Caribbean eyes. And alhamdulillah, if you want to understand who God really is without cultural confusion, grab this book, Who is Allah? And until next Tuesday, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and mercy of Allah be upon you all.